I don't know if you remember. What the hell is this?
Nips.
I don't know if you remember, but it never went away. But for a while there, reality television was like all the rage. Like that's all people basically watched.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They might have said that they hated it, but they watched it. At least one of them they watched. You know, we were responsible for it, and we didn't like reality television.
It's true.
Quote unquote. But we watched tons of them. Joe Billionaire, Kiss My Ass, whatever that one was called. I don't know.
Ass.
I just made it up. Damn, you're supposed to go along with it. We even watched the fucking what's the Donald one? What was it called?
Oh, the Donald
The Apprentice. Let me just tell you the
Celebrity Apprentice. We never saw that freaking regular.
Oh yeah, we don't want to see regular people. Omarosa killed that. Thanks a lot, bitch.
Yeah.
You also killed Mike, Big Mike. That is
true.
Clearly. Anyway, the point is, Celebrity Apprentice. We even watched that. We put up with the fucking Donald. That's right. The Donald was a thing.
Yeah, dude.
We put up with fucking Trump just to watch that because, surprisingly, that was the only time Gene Simmons was ever cool.
True.
Him being coupled up with Stephen Baldwin was a thing that I didn't know I needed in my life until I saw it happen. And I was like, this is a thing. They should have a career together.
Yeah.
Alas, they don't, and that's probably a good thing because Gene Simmons is a horrible wretch of a human.
Yeah, he's not good.
He's a piece of shit, dude.
Chaim Vitz, you mean?
Chaim Vitz is a turd, man. He'd be more menacing if his name was Chaim Vitz. Anyway, alas, he is Gene Simmons to us all. But fuck Gene Simmons, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about one time that we were so bored we were watching reality TV on Rotate, as we call flipping through the channels. Mainly because we're balds and we rotate a lot. But anyway, we were flipping through the channels, and all that was on was reality TV, as was wont to be in the day. And flipping through, and all of a sudden we see a bunch of fat lards cavorting about on an island. And we're like, this is us. You know, we can watch this. This is relevant to our fat interests. So, I don't remember the name of the show. We could research, but fuck that. But this was the premise. It was an island, resort scenario type thing. I don't know. An island anyway. And they filled it up with hotties, right? A bunch of hot chicks cavorting about in bikinis. You know? Because, I mean, that's ratings right there, right? But anyway, then they brought in a horde of fat lards, you know?
Damn, homie.
And the whole premise was, can love come out of the lonja? Can they look past the superficial fatness of these dudes and find love? And we were like, I'm in, baby. Come on, it's time to prove us fat men lovable. Cut to us being completely detestable. But anyway, the point is, that was the premise, and we were all in. All right? We were all in. And really, that's the premise alone would have hooked us, but really, at first, we didn't know the premise. We had to watch it for a few minutes.
It was just fat lards.
What hooked us in was the fact that there was two fat guys boxing in a ring. And we're like, we got to watch this for the spectacle alone. And one of the guys' names was, he was an islander, and it was spelled in such a way that we thought his name was fuck. And we're like, dude, I gotta watch because I want to hear his name said on TV. You know, this is great. This is how fucking pathetic we were back then and now. So we're watching these two rotund turds punch each other into smithereens for a chick, and then a fuck wins, and we're like, hell yeah, dude, hell yeah, fuck. They gotta say his name now. So we're all invested in fuck. But then it turns out that his name's actually pronounced Fook. It was Phucc, if I remember correctly. And we're like, that sucks. So Fook almost lost us the moment he went from fuck to Fook. But then we were like, you know what? The premise is good. The idea that hotties could end up liking fatties is a good premise.
I feel like the premise won you. The actual premise, the premise of me, just fat guys, won me. Just fat guys walking around.
Flopping.
Yeah. Fat guys plus farts equals funny.
That's true. Fat guys plus sun equals stinky.
Damn,
and it was an island.
That island stunk, dude.
There's a lot of water, though. That just makes crevices moist.
All that water is just ass sweat.
Oh. Anyway, ass sweat aside, we decided to invest in the show, and we continued watching. And here's the problem. You'd think it was a problem. At first, we thought it was like the coming of a new age for fat men. because the girls ended up starting to like the fat guys. They were like, "Hey, these fat guys are pretty cool, man.
Yeah, they're fat.
They're fat and hideous,
Right.
but I tap on the fact that they're cool.
Yeah.
You know, even Fook was getting a little action.
Damn, food.
You know, so yeah, we were like, all right, man, fat guys for the win, cool. And then the show completely decided to bend over said fat man and stick a sizable dildo, maybe even a dildo, up their assholes.
Damn, homie.
Because just when the girls were about to splay open for them, basically, you know, it was at the paragon of splay.
Yeah.
Just at that moment, the show's like, hey, guess what? Here's another boat of people coming to the island, and it's all super hot studs.
Damn, homie, beefcakes.
Dude, the look, yeah, beefcakes. It was the SS beefcake.
Damn, homie. Oiled? Were they oiled?
They were oiled, dude.
Damn, homie.
Oiled and in Speedos.
Damn.
So these motherfuckers cruise up on their fucking, you know, lowrider boat somehow. They got hydraulics on the boat. They're on hydraulics, damn it. That's how epic they're.
Only one of them lived.
Yeah, so they roll up, dude, and they're like, yo, we're super hot. We might be like empty and vacuous, but we're super hot. And guess what? I think even the show was like rooting for the chicks, like to be like, you know what? They fell in love with the hot with the hot guy. Definitely not the hot guy.
No.
They fell in love with a fat guy. They're gonna pick the fat guy. Well, you can guess what happened.
Yeah.
They totally slam dunked those fatties into the trash can.
Damn, homie.
And we're like all about the beefcakes.
Shit.
So anyway, that's that show we hated because it's the story of our lives.
So I can only assume this was on Fox because that is like the most Fox
I don't think it was
reality
the weird
show
part.
ever.
It might have been, but I don't think it was. I have a feeling it wasn't, dude.
I feel like it might have been Fox, dude. Like Fox would like put hotties in a freaking island, and then have them be there so long that they would degrade themselves enough to bang a monkey. That's what they would do back then.
That is Fox material.
And the monkey would have like a freaking fedora and be smoking a freaking cigar, dude.
Yeah. And you'd think that, you know, we live in a society and such. Definitely that monkey.
That's what Fox would do.
Yeah. It is Fox material, I'll grant you that. But even Fox, this is why I don't think it was Fox, because even Fox had some couth. Because they did a show called Joe Millionaire, where they got this fat slob. He was just an actor, but he was fat, mind you. But he wasn't a slob. He just acted like a complete fat slob with zero tact. But he had tons of money, according to the spiel of the show, right? And it was kind of like The Bachelor, only with his fat slob. And the chicks were all like, man, he's loaded, though. So, you know, they end up coupling this chick with a dude, and then she's basically in it for the money, right? And did it get up to the marriage point?
No, I don't think so. I don't remember, honestly.
I don't know if it got
so long.
I don't know if it got up to the marriage point or to the proposal point or to the meet my family point, one of those big watershed moments in the relationship. And that's when they revealed that the guy was just an actor and that she had basically degraded herself for money.
Yeah.
But even then, Fox had enough fucking tact and restraint to go, we're not going to put this fat bastard through pain, emotional. He's just going to be an actor. Although he himself was like, yo, this kind of hurt.
This might have been like a freaking, they had to make up for the fact that they put these fatties through situations that clearly led to their suicide.
I feel like Fox would never shell out money for an island, though. That's more like an NBC or ABC thing.
Nah, dude, they were giving out islands for freaking reality shows back then.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Not to Fox, though.
That's
I think
true.
islands have more sense than that.
Yeah, they're like, man, we don't want these fat guys cavorting around.
It's not even about Fox.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like,
just like,
can't
damn,
have fat guys on
dude.
our island.
Shit, smells.
Anyway, this is a show we watched, and you know, it made us sad.
I have no memory of the show, by the way.
What?
I don't.
How?
You mentioned it earlier, and I was like, what? Fat Guy Island?
It might have been me and Guardian that saw
Maybe.
it. It wasn't called Fat Guy Island. It was
Fat Lard Island, I forgot.
It might as well have been, but it was, you know, a bunch of fat lards on an island, and you know, hotties, and you know, all that jazz. And then the beefcakes come, and then
Damn, homie.
every
beefcakes.
hope is dashed on the concrete.
Shit.
Anyway, probably gonna have to look for that show now. and find out that we were horribly wrong.
This never existed. It's just something you made up.
No, it happened, dude. Fook for damn sure happened. Fook was a guy. I wish his name was Fuck, but it was Fook. Anyway, let us know what you think about Fook. Hit like, share, subscribe, and the notification buttons for more stupidity. Because we're out.